table, and Nguyenhaidang gets us underway. Race to 9.
Yeah, a little thin on the 1 there, and a great start here for Anton this year. Back-to-back events. Honest a bit, you can tell he's a bit nervous, but still really incredible the way he performs. And once they get comfortable, that's when they become very, very dangerous. Yeah, possibility. The 5's pretty near, so shape shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, he's going to play for the angle, so should be able to produce something on the 6. You can see him cueing the left side of the cue ball.
Okay, so didn't fancy the combination.
Howard, so he's going to draw the ball up table and back down. You can tell
his reputation that this was going to be a tough start to his US Open campaign, and that message has been reinforced here. Dry break from the Vietnamese player. He's been sitting down for the energy there, but feeding off it very nicely as he deposits that 9 to close it out, and quite quickly really he's into a 1-0 lead.
Down a little bit those challenge matches and whatnot, and he was a guy that was reigning supreme in many of those matches against so many great players. We may get a fun one to see. Yeah, that shot there gets the best of a lot of players. Is going to excel no matter where he's at. But I kind of lean what you said to begin with. I think it doesn't have to come right out again and do what he did in Fulda. That's for sure. So many great players, and this is going to leak a little bit, but
and there could be an early end to this rack.
Now he may know his opponent better than we do, being from, of course, that side of the planet. Now this cue ball's gotten on the rail. This is going to make things much. Safety behind the purple, real natural, just coming off the left side of the pink. Oh, I don't know. This may have leaked off his kick shots because you really can't put a lot of speed on it, or not much. I got a decent amount, and what a shot.
Good to a hill finish against João Grillo, the Portuguese player who got to the last 16 of the European Open last year. Went to the loser's side and was...
Now, just shots like this are a little more demanding in the way the pocket's playing.
Actually, just to correct that on reflection, of course, it was the Spanish Open where Grillo was in the last 16 last year. Well, he got his chance. It was a good one. 9s to finish. Nguyenhaidang has indeed drawn level with Anton Raga at 1 each. Filler, the inaugural champion 2 years ago, almost retained it, beaten by Eklund Kachi last year, who's going to be the 3rd champion.
Yeah.
Well, didn't go for combination possibilities that were there in the first couple of racks, but he was never going to turn down that one. And with a 3-9, Raga with a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, a little 9-ball action. Cue ball and the 2-ball are going to dress up nicely.
Not quite close enough.
That's a pretty smart shot. Lining up to bang this 2 round, maybe not go for the make. Oh wow, he didn't get over it. Didn't expect that, Michael.
You see so often in the early days of these open events, players who someone's really going to struggle playing in front of cameras. But no signs of it from this player.
Yeah, he made clearance here, even if you are a bit nervous, but draw the cue ball back a bit. Could stun, I guess.
Well, these are pretty encouraging signs for Nguyenhaidang on him. Okay, it was fairly routine, you would say, once he got ball in hand. But he looked very comfortable taking them. And once again, he's drawn level at 2-all. Only matched in the early stages. It's been an eventful first 4 racks, and they've been shared.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was his best, but considering the first.
Almost 5 years ago now, he got to the final of that, beaten by Wu Cha-Ching. He was also a quarter-finalist in the Asian Open world ranking event in Singapore.
Not that hard of a shot with speed, but if you have to hit it lightly, it can be a little troublesome. And he's going to leave a nice gap here to get started for Anton. You can see the rails are a little lively. Is he going to set up for a 4-8 combination here? Not the easiest. Oh, he could get below it. So this, can he get position? Yeah, I was going to say, I was thinking he was playing safe. Two rails, he's jacking up a little, so he thinks he needs speed, I guess. He's going down the rail a bit. Oh, look how thin that hit was. Wow. So thin, it may sell out a 4-7 combination with a bit of a big pocket with the black. Solid hit on the pink. He's going to get the cue ball some ways away, and a very difficult shot coming. Like he's playing safe, I think.
Losers round 1. He was eventually beaten by B.J. Ussery, American player, in losers round 2 in his home tournament.
Yeah, BJ, who made that long trip, has made the long trip here as well. Quite a few more Americans that we haven't seen. Absolutely, BJ had a pretty good run at the Super Billiard Expo just a few weeks ago. So, yeah, definitely. That's why you see Lucas Fracasso Werner out as well. He's probably set.
And this looks very simple from here. So, at the third time of asking, Nguyenhaidang managed to make a ball off the break. But he wasn't able to win the rack, so Anton Raga, for the third time, goes one clear at 3-2. Now we're here for the UK Open pool.
Yeah, really nice venue, I think, and you can see the back. Looks like he's going to try and tie up the 3 a little bit, the red 3. Maybe not. The only thing I can imagine he's going to... Shot that's overlooked quite a bit, but I was going to say it looked like without hitting it thin, it looked like the pink 4 was always in the way. Shot it and then your opponent clear the table. That's kind of like the ultimate sin on a push out, but things get difficult, and it seems like always at the most important times, push outs get very, very hairy.
Well, look at the 4-6
and the pink 4, 2 rails. He's going to come 2 rails, but softly like that, play from above. I think he got there okay.
Really did take the seed final. And he had the upper hand for a lot of the final against David O'Cady. He led 8-6, lost the next 5 they died for him, and O'Cady soared out from there for the title. But I think that European Open, even though it was a good story to see O'Cady winning it after the struggles he'd been going through, it was one of the...
Overcut the ball a little bit, got a little more cue ball movement than he wanted. May fluke it here. No. That's got to go a little bit. It's going to be enough, but he kind of was looking at... Yeah, and that's just from that first shot getting a... Does he have to contact the 9 here? Caught it thick. What a big...
No one's won a rack on their own break yet, but that may be about to change. So the missed 8, the most significant moment of the contest so far, and Raga goes 2 clear now for the first time.
When the pressure's on.
So a little breathing space for Raga for the first time. Now can he build on it? But he's dry, and he's left a shot at the 1.
Tell you what, though, if he gets on the 3 nicely, the red 3 to get to the pink 4, it really opens up the rest of the rack.
I've been talking a lot about the Hanoi, an absolute phenomenon as a success story.
Yeah, kind of setting the bar for those new events that... another 400 or 500 outside waiting, and just all so many smiles and happy faces to see all the greats there playing in their home country.
You know, it can happen in different sports that you hear about a country where things about how the game was growing, but it actually exceeded all of our expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it started with the periopen. You know, I'd gotten there a day or so into the event. Big little shot right here, I think, for Deng. Not to change too much of the subject, but man from Vietnam trying to make some noise here at the UK Open. Needs a bump.
Early on in this match. And then something goes wrong, they miss a ball, they pass up a chance to win a rack, and it throws them a lot. So these are encouraging signs, from his point of view, that what happened in rack 6 doesn't appear to have thrown...
No, cueing kind of downward on this ball, maybe raising the tip. And he may have fluked this, but I really think he kind of talked himself out of that. And the reason why I say that is, seems to me he was... think going for the long rail bank. Tried to hold the cue ball, got the 8 up a bit. It's going to leave a playable shot on the brown 7. Nothing easy.
Well, not quite guaranteed.
Michael, you're not going to find too many of the veterans, kind of rolling that ball from distance. So playing pretty confident, looking to go up 5-2.
So twice early on, Nguyenhaidang levelled. But from 2-all, he's now lost 3 in a row, and Anton Raga is past the 4 more needed for Raga. From what we've seen of Raga over the last year or so, JJ, what would you say?
Ball below the rack, that time above the rack, a little thicker hit. I think the part you're going to want to improve on, of course, is that firmer break, getting into position a little quicker than he has. It's been I wouldn't say slow, but definitely deliberate. And he's not going to get what he wanted there. Maybe he's got more snook. Huge. Don't know if he'll kick at this with a lot of speed or not. Maybe kind of light. Yeah, no hit. So he's going to surrender ball in hand.
News of Carl Boyd. Surprised at all to see Carl get through several rounds here.
Yeah, I think, he'll feed off of what he did there in Scotland, get a little more comfortable as he goes. Of course, tight pockets, so it can get a little heady for any player, really. And a player like Conrad, sometimes a little loose with the cue ball. Nice shot there from Deng. And you got to like it when kind of cueing downward, may drag the cue ball, may come into a bump in the 6. I don't think so, though, but that's not going to get it. Yeah. Oh, my. Huge, man.
All a bit ragged from Raga. And what?
A routine. Nothing major here. Just one rail out to the center. A little past where the cue ball's at now.
He hadn't taken his opportunity to win the rack. But it never looked to be in much danger, and so after losing the last 3, he's taken that one and is still continuing to battle well after a rough start against Roland Garcia. He's now back level at 5-all. 5-3 here.
Missable. He's going to like this. The cue ball speed is pretty perfect. Now Deng did get out. Now a chance to break and run to level, not level this match, but get it at 5. But again, can't take any of these off. Pockets are very snug. Caught Got a little thick. He's going to be okay, though. Just got enough to...
Oh, can you believe that? On the brink of the first break and run of the match. Chance to get back to only one behind.
Now, should just try to roll this bank in. Not super light, but not real heavy. Oh, he played it the other way. Wow. Surprising. Only reason you would play it that way versus underneath where you were standing.
But now, can he take advantage, having just missed the 9 unexpectedly at his last visit? Gets it second time round, so didn't get the break and run, but he has closed to one behind. It's 5-4. The winner will play Shane Van Boning.
Really nice break off there. Good speed. Quite a bit of opening on the balls. He's got... Oh, nice. Yeah, it should be a light kick here. Sometimes you don't get a cushion on these types. Oh, he hit it very nice. Just trying to get a little separation to leave something difficult. Oh, what a shot. So coming alive here in the middle of the match. Nguyenhaidang.
Trailed 5-2 at one stage and looking like he might go further behind in the next rack. Could be a few balls away now from drawing level. Setting up a big finish. It would be a big scalp for him against Raga. As we
pretty good. I mean, like I said, 2 dry breaks. Had a couple little mistakes early, but he's gotten better every rack, it seems. Gaining a little more confidence. I don't know if you remember that. It just not really gotten it going, what we're used to seeing. A little quick that time, and just as we talked about it, had a chance.
Yeah, he's had a couple of disappointing misses now. You think of the position Deng could have been in. Well, that needed just a little bit of a ideally. And so he has a bit of daylight again. Going 2 clear at 6-4. Q Sports country here. Raga 6-4 up.
And we'll see if he wants to take on a tough one that's pretty thin. Even it looks like he's not going to take any chances here. He's going to knock this ball away.
At the moment, looks likely to play compatriot Roland Garcia. But he's still got work to do, leading Yannick Pongers 7-5. I was talking... Carl Boys was at the table. He's won that one, and he now leads Conrad Yasution 4-0. He might win that match so comfortably. Yeah, and having beaten Alban Ocean comfortably in that Scottish Open last week, why would Boys feel there's anything to fear in this one? Commentary, you might not be aware of his playing career, but it was very successful. 4-time Mosconi Cup winner. In fact, until last December, he shared the record with David O'Cady of the most Mosconi Cup Open final, winner of the World Cup of Pool. So we'll keep you posted on that. But let's away from restoring that 3-rack advantage he had at 5-2. And if he does it again this time, he'll be 1 away from the hill. Well, he's made his mistakes in this match, but he's found some real efficiency there to close.
Yeah, the break shot hasn't been its best. Been a big variety. Didn't expect that miss. Did expect him to shoot at it, but that's why, because the chance
like that can happen. You can come to the table and just through your own good fortune, you have a chance like that for a quick kill in a rack. Not been 4 clear at any stage.
Maybe it too much. You got a lot of room to run the cue ball. Oh, he went ahead, made sure he wasn't letting up on that one. Went to the extra rail on the top of your screen.
Such a crowd favourite on that run to within 1 rack of winning the European Open last summer. I have to think if he could make the Asian team, he would be so well suited to that environment. It opened, and you just sense the race for places on that team is going to be so dramatic and exciting later in the year. And that's the kind of excitement Raga could have done without when it looked as though he might be getting to the hill.
Tables are playing the break rules pretty tough. 2-3 game lead is worth something, but oh, he's not going to leave an easy one here. Well, the Ko brothers won't both be in there, though. Nice recovery there.
Well, it felt like every time any of us tried to name who we thought the 5 players to the end of it and then realised there was some massive name we hadn't even considered. It's just because there's so much depth and so many different countries with a number of top players in Asia.
Yeah, nice shot there. Yep, you got, and of course Singapore has Yap and some you know, Wu Kun Lin's a great player, and Philippines have so many players that want to be in that and on that team, the Reyes Cup.
Of the UK Open.
Thin hit. And look at a 2-9 combination. Don't.
You're now on the hill at 8-1 against Norway's Tim Singh.
Okay, playing for the run out. He's going to come all the way across between the pink and the yellow. Ooh, barely got that one down. He's going to fall a little straighter here. Expect that one to be close.
Round about this time 2 years ago in New Jersey. Points, but if you can do well in a number of the smaller events, you can make huge progress up the rankings. Gradually being taken off, and players having to defend points that they won a couple of years ago. Plenty of movement there, Jay.
Yeah, I think that was more of a habit than sometimes you'll see movement when players not sure if they've made the ball or not. Okay, nice clearance. This is a first round. We have some second rounds already starting.
Deng was breaking with the chance to get back to only 1 behind, but he scratched, and Anton Raga has seen it out, so he is on the hill.
All right. Confident stroke. I don't know if it's enough speed. It's close. Looks like kind of feel like that was the case with Raga. Looked like he was entertaining a few things and decided to get down and just play with extreme spin. All right, caught this a little thick, so he's going to have to play a nice one here on the pink.
David Black by 9 racks to 3, and will now play the recently crowned World Masters champion, Fedor Gorst. Back to this one.
Nice shot there. Kept it pretty. And he looks to be pretty straight here. Gonna have to work the cue ball back somewhat where it's at now for the brown in the left middle. Yeah, that happens so often. It looks like one big ball here on the green 6 to get this W. You never know when he strikes the ball if it's going in or not. He doesn't give away much.
You know, you talked about getting the W, and that is what it's all about in the early rounds, which is just as well for him because it's not been a great performance from him, and he knows he'll have to play a lot better. But, you know, in these 250, the last match you play, if you're going to win the title, is a long, long road from your first. So there's plenty of time to play his way in. What he has done at least is play his way in to the next round, because Anton Raga has beaten Nguyenhaidang by 9 racks to 5.